So today I want to talk to you about the Sfff Method. This method is something that I have mastered over the last 11 years in the online space. It will turn strangers into friends and friends into family. That is the Sfff Method. Quite often when we're trying to grow our business, what we're thinking about is, where's the next sale coming from? When we think about connecting with people, we're thinking, well, I'm going to connect with them because I'm going to make a sale and I'm going to be able to sell more things. But this is the last thing that you want to be thinking about. I'm going to share with you an exact conversation where I was able to turn a stranger into a friend and a friend into a family member. Now, a family member for me could be somebody that I collaborate with and we build something amazing together. It could be somebody who I speak on their podcast or they speak on mine. Or it could be somebody that works with me and we get along amazing and I help them build amazing things. Or maybe I want to work with them. There's many ways that this can go. So the faster you drop them being a sale and the quicker you pick up, how can I help this person? But also, how can we make this potentially work for both of us, right? You are going to have a lot more success. Now, this is a perfect example. Now, I met a lady online. I'm not going to say her name. Basically, this is the message that was sent. Your blend of spiritual and material worlds in your mentoring approach caught my eye. I love how you're guiding others to activate their potential. Are you open to a high-level collaboration conversation? We've got some exciting things in the pipeline on my end. Are you open to a quick chat? This lady replied. She's like, oh my God, yes, thank you for your message. I'm open to see more details. And I sent her a voice message immediately next because there is no emotion in messages. So the faster that somebody can feel you, hear you, feel your energy, or get an idea of what type of person you are just by your voice, because that's what happens, the better it's gonna be. So I sent her a voice message and I said, there's no ulterior motive to this. I love meeting new people. I love hearing about what people are doing. I love sharing what I'm doing, but maybe there's an opportunity. Maybe I could get you on my podcast, vice versa. Maybe there's a really cool collaboration that we could put together. I don't know, but I'm just super keen to connect. Are you open to it? And she was like, oh my God, yes, I love what you create. I'm excited to meet wonderful women who are dedicated to development. I'm currently living in Mexico and create my online spaces from there. I previously actually lived in Bali for 2 years and I see you also have a lot in common with the island. I have an incredible story how I transformed my life to my dream and I'm always open to share it and inspire people. I sent her another voice message back and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that our lines have connected. Let's get on a Zoom call and let's chat about this a bit more. We worked out timeframes. Where are you in the world? What's your location? And then we literally locked in a time to get on a Zoom. She jumped on the Zoom. I was like, oh my God, I'm so stoked that we've connected. I want to hear about everything that you're doing. What are you up to? And she was telling me all about her story and all about what she's done and what she's built and what she's working on. And in real, normal human connection, she started to tell me what wasn't working. And she was like, yeah, so, I'm struggling a little bit at the moment with my audience because I've kind of shifted my vibe and I've shifted my strategy and I've kind of tweaked my brand a little bit. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, what's happening? And she was like, well, I can just see that my engagement has dropped. I've seen XYZ has happened. And I was able to say to her, like, can I give you a little bit of advice? And she was like, yes, please. And I literally shared with her that if she's able to position her offers in a way that meets people where they're at, no matter where they're at in their buying cycle, she's not going to have to try and adjust her programs or what she's offering to suit certain people. They're just going to suit who they suit in that buying cycle. That was hugely, hugely beneficial for her. After the call, she was like, oh my God, love chatting to you. Definitely want to get you on my podcast. Definitely so grateful for the content that you shared. And I'm going to yell your name from the rooftop. I was like, wow. That's really cool. Thank you so much. And let's make it happen. Let's make that podcast happen. So what's happened is there hasn't been a monetary transaction, but the transaction that's happened is she's now so open and willing to bring me into her audience. And that's the most ethical way to break into somebody's audience, is for them to go, hey, come in. Come in and speak to my people. Come in and share what you're about. How epic is that? Where else could you break into an audience of 500 to 1,000 people in a day? You can't, right? A podcast is a really great way to get into somebody's audience, share value, and have people listening to what it is you have to share, and also thinking, wow, who is this person? I'm going to go and connect with them. Turning strangers into friends and friends into family will be the biggest and best tip that I could give you when people say to me, Mel, how have you created what you've created? The motto that I live by is she who speaks to the most wins. Now, if you're not having daily conversations and you don't have an organic strategy to be expanding your network and literally speaking to more people every single day, finding out what they're up to, some of you might think, well, that's a waste of my time. I don't have time to be doing this. My question for you is, I bet you every single month you're unsure of what you're going to earn. And it's because this attitude of I don't have time, this attitude of connecting with people, like it's not important right now, I've got other things, like no. Connections, making friends, turning strangers into friends and friends into family needs to be part of your daily method of operation. Who are you speaking to? Who's somebody new that you're meeting? Because no matter what, your audience is always going to be expanding. And if you leave a really great impression the first time that you meet somebody, like the example that I shared with you, not only do you end up with somebody that's willing to introduce you to their audience, they start cheerleading for you as well. Now, ever since this call, this person has tagged me in posts. She's tagged me in posts where people are looking for somebody that does what I do. And she's out here cheerleading my name. Why? Because I gave her a little bit of free info with no strings attached. So what's more important to me? Not making connections, not really having any cheerleaders, or spending 15-20 minutes having a quick chat, meeting somebody new, and now ending up with a cheerleader on the other side of the world that's sharing my name every single day. Sfff Method is an absolute game changer if you nail it. If you don't have an organic strategy, please let me know, because we have deployed the world's first organic software that allows you to be scaling your business organically on autopilot, which you cannot do. You cannot scale organically on autopilot. Who's going to send out messages for you? Nobody, right? Usually we get VAs to do it, but we have created a software that will find your ideal client, scrape all of their information from the internet. It will also craft a message in a unique tone and vibe that's going to make sense to them, and it sent that first message that I read to you, and it's also going to send this at scale. So it's probably a great idea for us to be having a quick chat about how you can be nailing the Sfff Method every single day in your business.